Because those of us who are real about this car culture and truthful to it and true to it, like we not worried about looking at the next person bill and just saying, oh, what's ugly, what they should have done, or this and that. Like, well, if that's how you feel about something, keep it to yourself. Listen. Stop trying to tell the next man what his build should or shouldn't look like. If a person want to come down with pink and brown and orange candy, then so what? That's their build. My thing is, and this is the way I feel across the board, some people will feel like this is disrespectful to them, which it may be, but this is the way I feel. If you are truly a member of the car culture, I mean truly a member of the car culture, I ain't talking about somebody who just got some money for whatever reason. Maybe you done threw a couple of cars together and you feel like, hey, my way is the only way. Nah, that's not really being a part of the car. Somebody who truly is a part of the car culture and appreciates it, they realize that this is a form of art. You know, and art is one of the most beautiful. Art is by far one of the most beautiful forms of expression. So it's like when somebody puts something together, it's not, or at least it shouldn't be, to get you to like it. Like, I'm pretty sure people aren't calling you like, hey, such and such, what do you think I should do? You know, and if people do ask, they respect you and care about your opinion, and that's fine. But like when people do stuff and you don't get it, perfect example. We're gonna talk about the slab. So we talking down in Houston, down in Texas, right? So up here in that, man, I see so many comments where people are like, oh man, I wouldn't, what's the dude's name? The dude that rapped that put, dang it, who bolted up that it was a Lamborghini, I want to say. I'll think of his name in a minute. But people up here, you know, a lot of people, oh man, that's ugly, man, I can't believe. Bro, for what? Because he didn't call out each and every one of y'all talking about, hey, look, I'm thinking about boating up, let me know what you think about this. I'm thinking about putting some swingers on a Lambo, let me know your opinion. For what? Well, you got to realize, man, he got to wherever he is in life by grinding. And that grind didn't include him getting your permission to do anything. And I'm just using him as an example. But my thing is, realize you don't have to like everybody's build, but you can also shut the up. And I want to keep this channel somewhat clean, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you don't always got to put in your 2 cents. Everybody don't care about what you think all the time. If you don't like it, it's fine. Keep it pushing. Maybe it ain't something you got to do. For me, there's a lot of builds that I don't like, but I respect every build. Most every build. The caveat to that, I'm gonna say people who are known out here hitting licks and robbing and stealing, I don't respect your builds, because you're not really built. You just stealing from people and taking it and flipping it. It's a whole nother story. But aside from that, I pretty much respect everybody's build. You know, whatever you want to come down in, if you want to get a Dodge Grand Caravan like I'm in and put 32s on it, some Ford, you know, so be it. You know what I mean? Would I ever do that to my van? No, I wouldn't. But that don't mean I gotta sit up here like, oh man, I don't like his van. For what? Bro, y'all always talking about keeping it 100 and not hating, but yet a lot of us are quick, and I say us, just people in general, a lot of us are quick to hate on the next man's vehicle. Do it the way you want to do it. And for those individuals who thinking about bringing out something and maybe it's not your standard, your green and gold, your tan, you know what I mean, the colors that frequently get used, bro, do it the way you want to do it. So what would anybody else think? Because at the end of the day, ain't not near one of them are putting in on your build. Near one of them trying to buy the other rims that they think may look better on your ride. You see what I'm saying? Ain't none of them putting in on your music. All right, so it's like, what, man, their opinions don't mean nothing, man. You know, but I see so much of it, and that's why I'm speaking on it right now. And again, I'm certain there's going to be some people probably in the comments, maybe thumbs down, who dislike this video, and that's fine. But bro, listen, I get sick and tired of hearing people cry and complain about the next man's build. Like, why are you so worried? Next man or woman. When I say next man, just collective term. But the next person's build. Like, why are you so worried about what they doing? Man, let them live their best life. And you go out there and live your best life, man. There's so much out here we can all eat. Just because we do it different, just because we got different visions, don't mean that my way of doing things is any better than yours. Another example, I can't tell you how many times I've been to car meets where or even car shows where you would see somebody look at a vehicle with 30s on it, 28s on it, whatever, and they think to themselves, man, that looks ridiculous. That's horrible. That's ruining a car. Same thing with y'all. I mean, it's cool if you want to stick to keeping the car in its original form. That's fine. That's your thing. That's your art. That's your form of expression. But don't look at the next man's build and feel like, oh, you know what, I feel like I want to speak on it, or oh, that's ugly. You see it all the time on YouTube and on Facebook and Instagram and the comments, and it's like, bro, why is there so much hate in this world? And to me, if you got that level of hate in your heart, you're not really a part of this culture. Because those of us who are real about this car culture and truthful to it and true to it, like, we not worried about looking at the next person build and just saying, oh, what's ugly, or what they should have done, or this and that. Like, well, if that's how you feel about something, keep it to yourself, right? Keep it amongst your table, man. If that's something you want to discuss and talk about why and what you would do, that's fine. But unless that person hits you up like, hey, such and such, tell me what you think about my build, or they post a video, hey, let me know your thoughts. Sure, give your thoughts and opinions on it. But y'all be out here y'all be out here ready to share your opinion, and ain't nobody said nothing. Room can be dead silence, and y'all ready to blurt out, hey, man, I don't like it, man. I don't like that at all. Y'all like your man's off, what is that, paid in full, who ended up snitching. Just as weak as he is, man, that's how weak y'all are to me, right? Like, to the point where the way I'm gonna do my build, it probably won't be anything flashy, so I don't know if many people will have much to say about it, but there's gonna be somebody somewhere out there like, hey, man, I don't like that, man. I don't know, man, I would have done this instead. I may come out with something that I feel is right for me, or maybe something that fit within my budget. Maybe I don't got Hemi pockets. That might even been a hit to what I'm putting together. I don't know. Stay tuned. But my point is, y'all, look, man, there's love in this community, man. And those of us who truly love it, we respect each other's builds, man. And you know what I mean? If you're a part of the culture, if you're a part of the community, more power to you, man. Reach out to me. I want to get in touch with you. You got a build you to put a lot into it. Let me document that for you. So if you end up selling it years down the line or something, you know, whatever happens to it, you always got that keepsake, that high quality 4K video, you know, or maybe you go show your kids or your grandkids or something like that. Hey, this is what Papa used to do back in my day when I used to come down crushing it. You see what I'm saying? With the toothpick or your cigarette hanging out the side of your mouth. Man, I wanna, bro, look how slow they driving. Hold on, look at this. Should I punch it? I should. I really don't, because the van don't got no punch. Van, this is it. This is it right here. Whether I put the gas down 2 inches or put it down to the floor, van just casually, you know, do what it do. But listen. Man, get out here, do y'all bills, man. Be proud of, you know, who's doing whatever, man. Especially people represent your city, man. Y'all got to come together, just like I'm hoping Naptown continues to come together. That's one thing I love about the Midwest Fest, man. It brings so many people out from everywhere in the city, man. And I'm talking, you got people from the Ville, you got people from the Ville, from Hallville, from Brightwood, from Murderville. You got people from all over, man. You got old school cats from Brick City still. Like, man, you got people from all over coming together out of the love of the culture, man. And that's something y'all forget to take into account. Like, this thing been going on for years. No violence, no drama, no shooting, no fights, no, right? It's a family oriented event, and I'm sure there's a lot of shows not out here that are like that. I'm just speaking of probably the biggest, if not one of the biggest shows here in Indy, in Naptown. But it's like, you gotta realize, man, this culture does a lot for bringing people together, man. This is more than just the cars or how people decide to put them together. This is a lot more than the burnouts, than the donuts, than the drifting, than the candy paint, than the big rims, than the loud music, bass gain. This is more than a custom interior. This is more than the turbochargers and the superchargers and the scat packs. And man, listen, man, this is more than that. Is this my street? Yeah, this is it. This is more than all that, man. So like, bro, be here with love for the culture, man. All that hating stuff, man, all them sly little remarks and opinion, man, keep it to yourself, man. Don't nobody want to hear it, man. Don't nobody want to hear it, man. Your negativity, man. We got enough of that in this world already, man. We don't need that, bro. You got something positive to say or share, let me know. If you got a topic you want to hear me speak on, if I know something about it, I speak on it. If I don't, I'm gonna shut up, right? Which is something that a lot of us need to do, right? Don't speak on what you don't know. But listen, I'm going to sign off. This is one of those videos that really wasn't planned. I was leaving in the middle of recording another video actually, and I was like, you know what, man, this is something I just really feel like in my heart I need to speak on real quick. So I spoke on it extemporaneously. This wasn't rehearsed or really planned out, anything like that. I just spoke on something that I felt like was important. So I am actually pulling up towards my next stop, picking up the next stuff I need to pick up, and yeah, once I get here, I'll cut this video and then I'll dial back into the other video and get that finished up. Maybe adding more to this video. If not, hey, peace, love all of y'all, man. Keep representing. I appreciate and admire every single build that you have put out here, that anybody you know, your loved ones, those who are deceased and no longer with us, and we had the opportunity to see their builds, or you got pictures and things like that. If so, put it on Instagram and tag me in it with a little backstory, man. I love seeing all of that because I love the culture, man. I got my favorite vehicles, yeah, we all do. But when it's all said and done with, I love the culture. You know, I don't even drive Fords anymore. I haven't driven a Ford in a long time. But which way? I'm gonna go up this way. But man, they're gonna be a piece of concrete down there. I haven't driven a Ford in a long time, but you know what, man? I got mad respect for some of these 5.0s I've seen out here, and some of these GTs. And I got a buddy, and man, he's got a cold Roush Mustang, barely drives it. Actually, I've got a documentary. I'm gonna link up with him too, man, and get a little documentary in. So anyway, stay tuned. I'm finished with this video, so I'm signing out right now.